Welcome back to the series where I talk about big things before I turn 25. Today is day 24, and I want to talk a bit about growing up. But before I do, let me introduce myself. My name is Bryn. I am a soon to be 25-year-old living in Seville in the south of Spain, but I was born in Australia, and I have so far lived in 4 countries. When I was a child, I never could have guessed how my life would have turned out by the time I was 25. Look at me at 2, living it up on the farm with my grandma, my mum, my parents, and all our farm animals around us. But I guess you can say that I have always been an explorer at heart. I guess that's why at 18, 7 days after finishing my last exam, I left Australia and moved to Italy first and then the UK. Although there have been lots of changes and challenges since then, my life has turned out pretty well. I'm living in the south of Spain with my partner of 6 years, which I have to say was a childhood dream after my aunt found a letter I'd written to myself at about 9 years old saying I was going to move to Spain. But apart from fulfilling that childhood dream, I think that it's interesting how I've grown and developed as a person. As I grow older, I'm becoming more and more like my parents. And while it's weird to see, it's definitely something that I'd like to think about in the year I turn 25, how I'm going to honour the way they brought me up. Isn't it weird how year in, year out, we become more and more like our parents? As kids, you never think it's possible. But as time passes, I find myself becoming just like they are. More and more interested in low toxicity living, in caring for the environment we live in, spending time in nature, and above all, my newfound love of pistachio ice cream.